Happy New Year, fellas, and get cozy, because today we'll be playing Novena Diabolos, requested by... I should be sleeping. Let's start. Any previously saved files will be over. Yeah. It's Korean? Okay. Wait, no. Settings. Text. Okay. Fast. Voiceover. Does that mean someone is gonna speak? I mean, what language? Well, we're about to find out. Yep. Skin supports autosave. This means your actions are irreversible? Fuck. Pure fiction. Oh, by the way, this is a demo. So if I like it, we'll continue to play it. But if I don't, you belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there's no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language. For he is a liar and the father of lies. Okay. Spooky. A Bible verse. 8 days until selection. Alright. Okay. Am I supposed to click on something? No clouds inside, meaning you'll be able to enjoy. Fuck. Too fast. What is it? Is this auto? Why are you what? This is. Oh wait, is it because it's automatic? Fuck. Wait, don't do that. Stop it. Don't skip. Oh fucking really, man. Automatic. I recommend the speed is smart. Get back. So no. Let's do that again. What the fuck was that? Okay, yeah. I was still reading it, and then the game just fucking went on by itself. Yeah, okay, we get it. Jeez, okay. Yeah, we read that. Okay, get it. Okay, fine, jeez. There you go. No clouds aside, meaning you'll be able to enjoy a clear sky. Why is the fucking thing just... Wait. Is this what it is? Is this why it's just going on its own without... what happened to the old, I don't know, just letting me read the fucking dialogue first and then letting me press the enter button so that I can go to the next fucking dialogue? What is this shit? Oh, come on, man. What is this fuckaroo? Can I read the fucking story first? This isn't what I would call a clear sky at all. There I go, mumbling to myself again. I have to stop complaining about everything so much. The whole road is covered by dense fog. It's the complete opposite of what they're saying on the radio. Okay. This much fog out of nowhere is something that never happens normally. These mountains are pretty remote, but this is still highly unusual, even for a place like this. Turn left. Given the current atmosphere to the GPS, voice sounds inappropriately happy. Nobody cares what the GPS sounds. I slowly turn the steering wheel to the left, or is it because irony? Because, even though this place is such a weird and creepy atmosphere, the GPS is sounding happy. Korean. Oh no. A road sign with the name of the place I'm headed for is faintly visible through the fog. Am I gonna hear non-stop K-pop songs? Oh. Junsung Park. Is that the name of the park that we're going? But pow. That's a joke. A terrible joke. Looks like the GPS is actually doing its job. Maybe a little too overeager. For my own good, I step on the gas. The tires turn quickly as I keep driving right into the fog. And there's a car in front of me. Oh no, I'm gonna crash. I keep driving along the road. It's almost completely covered in hazy, thick fog. Can't make out a single detail of the background scenery, which makes it feel like I'm just driving along the same old road with no end in sight. It's okay, I got this. Everything's going well so far. In a sudden onset of anxiety, I start nervously tapping the steering wheel with my index finger. Everything's fine, right? What am I even doing here? Okay. Next up is our current events show. Today's guest is Well, surely everyone who knows this program is familiar with them. News Trace's very own PD, Program Director Sik Hong Kim. Hello. I'm PD Sik Hoon Kim. Hello? Yeah, I sound like someone's a little nervous in the spotlight. I know that voice on the radio quite well. Yeah, I know. How many times are we gonna say the name of Sik Hoon Kim, who is a senior at my company? Yeah, well-recognized media strongly opposed my coverage. Quite frankly, his voice is the last thing I want to be hearing right now. But he might talk about the news that involves me too, so I deliberately turned the frequency back just in time. I'm certain you are very proud to be here, and people will surely forgive your nervousness. Indeed. In fact, News Races is a program built upon the foundation of trust, isn't that so? As a matter of fact, we ran into some heated controversy quite recently. We did a lot of internal reflecting in regards to that. You're talking about my story. I hit the steering wheel out of sheer frustration. In any case, I would be lying if I said I'm entirely without fault. As an employee of Newsrace, he, as well as the others, suffered the consequences. There's no reason to lash out at someone for simply doing their job. Right. Because it's always my fault. I'm the scapegoat. I'm the guy that is the punching bag Newsrace. Without a doubt, the best news program around among trusted throughout Korea. And I'd always wanted to become a PD at CISA Journal, CISA or CISA. When I got the chance to work at Newsrace, I kept pursuing my dream. A position as a PD at Newsrace. All I could ever ask for. Yes, as it turns out, one guy is enough to undermine a news outlet's credibility. That guy just so happens to be pathetic old me. Okay. What happened to the voiceover? I thought there was going to be voiceover. This is strange. I feel like I've been through here before. Please don't tell me I'm lost. In 300 meters, turn right. Just in time, the GPS's voice guides me in the right direction. There's absolutely nobody around, but switching on the turn signal is second nature. Funny how that works. Yeah. You weren't talking about internal trouble. You see, unnecessary stubbornness, it's a vice that can blind people and keep them from seeing things for what they actually are. It's very frustrating to see young, promising talents fall victim to that kind of unprofessional behavior. Getting caught up in the ridiculous stories is a waste of manpower and time that could be used for actually productive things. I can't believe it. Who would you listen to that guy? Despite trying my best, I can't keep myself from cursing. He's clearly talking about me. He's talking about what I've discovered so far and trying to dismiss it as absurd. He's doing it openly to convince the public of my mistake. I know exactly what he thinks of my coverage. I really do. Honestly, I can understand his point of view. Nobody likes to be talked about like that behind their back. And this guy's talking about it in a goddamn radio show. I stare at the radio angrily. Stare at the road, stupid. I do so even though I know exactly that it won't make him shut up. But it still feels good. I eventually give up and reach for the radio. I should listen to some music instead. The next music playing, you fucked up. You fucked up. Huh? What's going on here? The radio is acting up. I play around with the frequencies a little. Everything about this place is gloomy. Even the radio is creeping me out. Turn right. Whoa. Surprised by the sudden curve, I take my eyes off the radio. You always have to be alert on modest roads like this. Yeah, things can go awfully wrong in an instant. Suddenly the car headed straight into the thick fog. Everything's covered by the fog. I can't make out a single thing in front of me, except the fog. Keep going straight. Straight? But that curve just now, I'm pretty sure that's... everything about this current situation is too unsettling for my taste. I'm nervous. Whoa! And? Oh, jeez. The car comes to a stop just in time. A second later, it would have veered off the road. Had I gone any further, I would have crashed right into the railing. I barely managed to prevent a horrible accident. The GPS betrayed me. The AI is slowly taking its revenge. Keep going straight. Go straight. Go straight. Go straight and glitch. Alright. I look at the ruined GPS system in disbelief. I just bought that. The car engine doesn't look as if it survived this ordeal either. I don't know what the hell just happened, but First things first, I should find a way out of this damn fog. Don't do this to me. Okay then, so this is how it's gonna be. Goddamn piece of crap car. Damn it, everything about this is a mess before it even started. Kim's face pops in my mind, with his stern look reprimanding me. I can't let him have the last laugh. I need to stay calm. The car just broke down. Just broke down, which is like fucking expensive. Hopelessness starts to sweep over me as I get out of the car. I have absolutely no clue where I am because of the disorienting fog, and my only means of transportation just died on me. Fucking. I was supposed to arrive at the interview location for my case today, but I can't forget about things going according to schedule now. It can't be helped. It's out of my control. I decided the smartest thing to do right now is contact my boss. I doubt he'll be pleased to hear from me, the guy who didn't listen and ventured out on his own. But I still have to make a report, and let me guess, the phone doesn't work. What? Why is the call? No signal? Am I really that deep in the mountains? Try as I might, I simply can't find a way to establish contact in the outside world. This isn't working. Well, I should probably have a look around. If I'm lucky, there's some sort of rest stop or motel nearby. Otherwise, I should start mentally preparing for quite a hike. Guess I'll have to leave the car here. Yeah, that's dangerous. What if somebody is like driving around and it crashes into your car? I start packing up some things from the car that could prove useful. Having packed my things, I tighten the straps under my backpack and start walking along the road. I sure hope I'm not too far away from civilization. I hope. I wonder how long I've been walking for already. It's hard to tell. What have we got here? Have you checked the time? Have you checked your watch? Hey, it's moving. Cool. It's a language I can't read. Hope Hill Village. Ooh, the irony. Oh, the irony. And then Hope Hill is like, instead of uphill, it's going downhill. Like, oh, more irony. Like going down straight to hell. Look around, try to make out the things in the fog. The sun is starting to set already. How can you tell? Because of the fog? Meaning I'll probably have to stay there for the night. At the village, there should be a way to establish contact to the outside world. And maybe I can even score an interview for the case I'm investigating. Following the sun should lead me to the village. I sure hope it's not too far away. Okay, seems like the village is further away than I thought. I stop for a moment and take a look around. Seems like a friendly place. Phew. The sun is gone now, and all that stuff is a pale blue moonlight reflected off the road. That tree. Okay, what is that? It's a tree, but why is it? What makes it different from the others? What a strange tree. A white cloth is tied to the dying tree, moving slowly in the faint wind. Just looking at it gives me goosebumps for some reason. Nope, too creepy for my taste. I pass the tree while rubbing my arms to ward off the goosebumps. The further I walk away from it, the quieter the eerie sound of the wheezing wind gets. Okay? So, looks like this is it. Take a good look at the whole village from afar. The entrance of the village is covered by so much ominous fog it makes me reluctant to keep walking. The buildings look desolate and shabby. Branches and twigs protrude from crumbling walls. Loose windows rattle in the wind and the even slightest breeze. I'm in big trouble. Big trouble. Big Trouble in Korea. It's a movie reference from Big Trouble in Little China. I mumble to myself, fully aware that I've gotten myself stuck in one of the worst places possible. Hardly hesitant with the reluctant steps, I enter the village. Hello, fellas. I am in trouble. My car broke down. Can you lend a hand? One day off, that's all. Yes. It's saving. There are villages that look bad from the outside and turn out to be nice and quaint, but this isn't one of them. Haha. The fog throughout the village is so thick it feels like a horror movie. But although that place is remote and has a cell phone signal, I do spot a few people around. I need to solve the most urgent issue first. Is there any place nearby with a phone I can use? I look around and see a villager walk in my direction, so I approach him. Excuse me? Whoa, the hell happened to you? I immediately shut my mouth and regret having said anything. What happened to your cheek? Were you a former pirate? The villager's eyes are empty and randomly wander around, and his body is shockingly skinny and malnourished. His appearance reminds me of the drug addicts you sometimes see in big cities. The man looks at me and smiles. Did you just laugh at my face? Passing me by with anxious, stilted steps. Well, that was a nice conversation. Jeez, that's creepy. I wonder what his deal is. He's still high. I don't have a good feeling about any of this. I look back with uneasiness as I rub my arms to ward off the cold. The man walks off with creaking, frail legs and disappears into the fog. Suddenly, I get a feeling that he seems strangely familiar. Weird, I think I've seen him somewhere before. He's one of the murderers or culprits that I read about in the stories I did in whatever. I don't know. I muttered to myself and started walking again. Rooney. It's hard to keep track of time in this place. You don't have a watch on you. You don't have your cell phone. I arrive in front of a building. Well, no shit. The sign outside reads Hope Hill Motel. Very original. So there's a motel in this place after all. No shit. That's what we're in front of, right? I mumbled something to myself and pushed open the door. If this is an actual motel, there has got to be a landline phone. No shit. The whole place looks very old-fashioned, a rural classic country-style motel. It doesn't smell particularly bad and looks clean enough. Really? You think this is clean? Oh well. That's already more than I was expecting. With that thought in mind, I make my way to the counter. The motel owner is sitting at the counter and looks at me with a curious expression on his face. Maybe it's because he's not used to seeing customers. I highly doubt many people from the outside pass through here.
한 명이시오? 방 드릴까?
Oh, okay. So it's just what do you call that? No English dub, okay. Just you? Need a room for one? Could I use your phone before booking one?
전화?
Phone. Yeah, I have an urgent call to make, but my cell phone isn't working.
아이고 저런.
Oh my, how unfortunate. I'm very well aware of my bad luck.
여기가 안개가 좀 지독해요.
I'm sure you've noticed the fog that has befallen us.
한번 안개가 끼면 바로 코앞도 겨우 보이고.
Once the fog is like that, you barely see your own feet on the ground.
안개가 이 모양이니 대중교통도 이맘땐 여기까지 못 와요.
With a fog like this, no public transportation is running. Nothing will pass through here.
그리고 이상하게 전화도 먹통이 됩니다.
And oddly enough, the phone appears to have stopped working. The motel owner picks up the phone in front of him. Fucking really? He dials random numbers and tries to make a call. But nothing happens.
봐요. 이 모양이라니까.
Just take a look at it yourself. It's not working. So there's no way to get into contact with the outside world?
그러게 왜 하필 이럴 때 여기 오셔서?
Why would you even come here at a time like this? Well, blame my fucking car, man.
출장 오신 거요?
Are you on a business trip or something? Well, yeah. I've got some things I need to take care of nearby. I can't do anything if there's no way to call this in. What are my options here?
뭐 어쩌겠습니까? 이 살다 보면 운 나쁜 날도 있고 그런 거 아니겠소?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much I can do. Having bad luck every now and then is the price we pay for a living.
걱정은 마셔.
But don't worry.
이 일대가 이런 걸로 유명하니까 면사무소에서 사유서 같은 거 떼주거든.
This is quite a common occurrence in this area. You will receive an official confirmation letter proving you actually got stuck here.
일자리에서 잘리거나 하진 않으실 거요?
You won't get fired from your job. If what he's saying is true, the strange fog seems to be some sort of natural disaster around these parts. Is that actually a thing? This is the first time I've ever heard of a fog like this in this country. I cast a puzzled look at the motel owner. But he doesn't seem to be paying much attention as he writes down something in the lodging sheet.
그래도 하루 이틀이면 안개가 거칠 거요.
This fog will clear up in a day or two.
안개가 거칠 때까지만 푹 쉬다 가십시오.
Please stay here and rest until that happens.
마을 내부는 안개가 그리 심하지 않아서 지내는데 크게 불편할 것도 없을 거고.
There isn't that much fog within the village itself, so you shouldn't feel too uncomfortable.
안개가 하도 끼어대니까
We
마을 내부에
have-
슈퍼도 있고
We have a supermarket in our village.
뭐 있을 건 다 있어요.
You should be able to find everything you need there. Okay, thanks for that, but do I even have the money for that? I'm trying to work here. I guess there's nothing I can do about it. Well then, sign me up for a room for one, please.
그럼 여기에 이름이랑 적으시오.
Please write your name down right here. Sign my name on the lodging sheet. There you go. But if there's no signal at all, my car won't work, am I right?
현금 없어요?
You don't have cash on you? I'm afraid not, just some change.
에잉, 후불로 달아둘 테니 안개 거치면 내쇼.
We'll postpone it for now, and you can pay me once the fog is cleared.
박준성 씨라.
Junsun Park's the name then.
됐습니다. 여기
Alright.
키 받으시오.
Here's your key.
방은 301호로 가시면 되고.
You'll be staying in room 301. Thank you very much.
뭘 서로 돕고 사는 거지.
No problem. Helping each other out is what we're put in this art for. I bowed my head to the smiling motel owner and head off into my room. Throwing my backpack over my shoulder, I open up the door that leads to my room. That's the motorcycle. Cool. My accommodation is relatively neat, which is not surprising. The motel is very Spartanic, even by countryside standards. Well, this place isn't too bad. At least the floor is clean. I take off my coat and enter the room. Whoa, what's going on all of a sudden? I suddenly find myself lying on the motel floor. What happened, man? My body feels heavy yet relaxed. All kinds of thoughts are washing over me. I calm myself down to keep my mind stable and my head clear, and the dizziness fades. What a bad time for this to happen. Events of the past unfold in my mind. I got in the scoop of all scoops. A dead body, evidence openly scattered all around it. The perfect scoop in any reporter's eyes. I covered the case faster than anyone else, and drew final conclusions on the case that were widely publicized, and fell flat on my face doing so. What I reported turned out to be more of a novel than actual fact. I was criticized by everyone for spreading misinformation, and my boss, who had vouched for me, had to take responsibility for all of it. That's when things became awkward between us. This turned our relationship of admiration and mutual respect sour. I was reprimanded and my pay was cut. Oh, that sucks. And for a while I was in a daze. I couldn't quite believe what happened myself. While everything that I had ever worked for crumbled around me, I met the reporter, Jose Ochoa. You're really gonna let your life be ruined by that one thing? Come on, I bet that's not how you envision your dream playing out. Am I right or am I right? His bright and positive attitude made me come back to my senses quickly. He's right. I can fix my mistake by trying again and proving everyone wrong. That was a promise I made to myself before jumping into this case. A mass disappearance case. My research made me realize there were some common connections and overlapping similarities in these nationwide disappearances. Chasing leads on this case is what ultimately led me here. However, due to the recent development of special tourism zones, this whole area is different from what's shown on the GPS map. I got lost on the GPS and had trouble keeping up. The fact that there is zero information about this village may be related to that as well. Anyway, this village is part of the area too. As a result, it is automatically part of my investigational research. He said that this fog will clear up in a day or two, but I shouldn't let the time go to waste. Twiddling my thumbs and doing nothing would be foolish. My time would be better spent researching and looking for leads and clues in this village. Alright, I get up. My body feels tense again instead of limp and weak, and I'm back in control. Time to unpack my luggage. I take out the journal I use for notes and put it in my coat pocket. Then I make sure my phone's camera works before plugging the charger into an outlet. Time to take all the files out of the backpack and arrange them in order. And... That's, it's a fairy tale book Jose Ochoa gave me as a gift. The gift's purpose is to remind me of my initial commitment. After a short moment, I set the book aside. I open the bottle of water that's been placed in my room. I take a sip from it and look around. Not too shabby, really. Neat, tidy, and quiet. This room is good enough to serve as a temporary office for interviews and other things, at least for a day or two. I'll just have to accept that things around here won't go quite as smoothly as they would on the outside. Damn it, I wish I could have made that call at least. The sudden ring of my cell phone takes me by surprise. I thought there was no signal around here. I cast a confused look at my phone. 666. The text says 8 days until the selection. The sender is unknown. I fell around my phone and hold it towards the ceiling, but no matter what I do, I can't get a signal. Is this a prank message that my phone picked up by accident? What's the meaning of this? It could just be a prank, but given the circumstances, this all makes me feel uneasy. I can't stop staring at it. I drop my phone. Feeling nervous and anxious, I carefully pick it up from the ground. Abandoned village. Another mysterious text message by an unknown sender. I keep fooling around with my phone for a while, but all of this is far too cryptic for me to make sense of it. You okay? In the end, I put my phone away and bury my head in the semi-soft pillow. Yeah, let's just sleep it off. This has got to be some sort of mistake. Time to get some sleep. I shouldn't be needlessly worried about things like this. Yay. Wait. Because we saved here, does that mean... There is no option to save it, right? You have to go through the scenes, go through the dialogue, etc. And, yeah, just save. So there is no save point here. Yep. Setting. Nope. No save, and I'm almost 30 minutes in. Because there's no save, I don't want to go overboard and be late for work again. So yeah, I'm gonna edit here. So this is Novena Diabolos demo. If you want to try to get for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Well, so far so good. The visuals are amazing. The little animations, the images, all of it is fucking amazing. I hope the writing doesn't suck, but well, there are some things I saw that made me laugh out loud.